Hey, welcome to episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Only 8 days till Christmas, but I got the Santa hat on because tonight's beer is a Christmas beer from Abita Brewing, or is it beer company? No, Abita Brewing. Christmas Ale. Santa with alligators as reindeer. That's funny. Now, it doesn't really tell you anything about it on the bottle, not even the ABV, so I just brought up the website here. And it's 5.8, and they basically say that they, change it up every year. They're going for a brown ale. It's got 4 types of hops in there. And even it's 40 IBUs, and they even give you a range of glassware to use. So anyway, poured it into the Chad's 12-ounce Nonic glass. I haven't used this in a while. And this thing foams up. I was not expecting that at all. Usually brown ales have fairly short heads, but yeah, this one really foamed. It took me I got 3 or 4 top offs to finally get all the beer out of the bottle. But yeah, I will say it is a nice, really deep amber kind of chestnutty color. It's actually quite clear. So I'm wondering if this is, they're calling this a brown ale, but just going off the appearance, it looks like an amber. Smells like an amber or an IPA. It's super hoppy, obviously. Yeah, citrus, pine. Probably more piney. Well, it has like a little bit of like a OJ concentrate kind of smell to it. By the way, I looked it up on Untappd before I started this review. I haven't had this since 2013. That's 11 years. Or, if I have, I just never checked into it. I remember reviewing this in 2009 or 10. Anyway, let's see how this tastes after all these years. Cheers. Yeah, I'd probably consider this an amber. I will say it does have a nice kind of toasty, slightly chocolatey character that you would get like in a brown ale. But it's like so hoppy. And it doesn't have like the sweetness of a brown ale. Yeah, the website said 40 IBUs. That's about average, I guess, for an amber. Ambers are a little bit hoppier than browns. Browns tend to finish sweet and have like that, what I always call the Snickers bar flavor, like chocolate, nuts, and like toffee or something, or caramel. Yeah, this one, it definitely has a toastiness. It also has like this lovely coffee kind of character, which is interesting because there's no coffee in it. It's a caramel biscuit, Munich, and chocolate malts. It's a nice playoff there between like that kind of toasty, slightly chocolatey, or slightly coffee malt flavor, and then kind of pivoting on a dime to like these citrusy hops. Even though it smells very piney, the flavor is mostly citrus. Kind of reminds me of, I haven't had one of these in like a decade or more, when people used to make coffee IPAs. This is, again, it's a coffee-like flavor. It's not the actual taste of coffee, but it just reminds me of it. For 5.8, this has, quite a lot of flavor. Quite big body. I'd probably put about medium. But the carbonation probably about medium high. It's got a pretty crisp texture. Usually the browns are a little bit more, smooth and silky. But yeah, this is a fine amber ale. Yeah, glad I tried it, and it was only, this is like, Abita, because they're so ubiquitous, it's fairly cheap. It was like $2.49 for this bottle. So, my score is, it's good. It's not amazing. I think 7, maybe 7.5 if I'm being generous. Solid amber brown ale-ish type beer. Pretty well balanced, easily drinkable. There's nothing really complaining about. But the foam is still hanging around, which is a good thing. But the huge foam when I poured it is a bad thing. So yeah, I think 7. I think 7.5. I don't think this is quite an 8, but this is definitely one of Abita's better beers. Try saying that fast. All right, so I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for Whiskey Wednesday someday.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.